It was supposed to be a routine loot run. I had my trusty revolver, the culmination of hours of scavenging and crafting, holstered at my side. I knew the way back to my base like the back of my hand. Still, there was always a chance something could jump out from the quiet around me. My bag was full of good stuff I found, and my revolver was right there with me, ready in case of trouble. Running across this big open field, eyes on my map, trying to find a shop nearby. I had plans, you know. Wanted to buy some stone, fix up my base a bit. But then, out of nowhere, bang! Something got me. It was an auto turret, and it had a silencer. Sneaky thing. But I wasn't really upset about dying. It happens, right? No. What really bugged me was my revolver. That little gun was my ticket to bigger and better things. I was planning to research it, make more of them. Losing that hurt more than the bullets from that turret. All I could think about was getting my revolver back. I was desperate. So I started running back to where I died, hoping it was still there. On the way, I saw some loot barrels in a box. I thought, hey, why not check them out? Might find something good. So I took a little detour, rummaging through them. While I was darting through the bushes, I heard something. Yep, there was another player. The moment he saw me, he fired a crossbow shot. I kept looking back to see if he was following me. Didn't see him, so I thought maybe I was safe. Maybe he wouldn't chase me. But then, out of nowhere, I felt a shot hit me in the back. It was him, with a revolver. The irony, right? There I was, running to get my revolver, and I get shot in the back with one. That's how it goes in Rust, I guess. One moment you're hunting for your lost gear, the next you're running for your life. So, I respawned again, this time at a sleeping bag closer to where I died. And would you believe it? Right there, another loot box. I just couldn't help myself. Had to open it. Felt a bit like a loot goblin, always drawn to those boxes. After grabbing what I could from the box, I crept towards the building where I'd been shot. I was trying to be real careful, listening out for the sound of those auto turrets. But nothing. No sound. So, I kept moving. Crouching low, inching closer to where I'd last dropped. Suddenly, the auto turret sprung to life, then another miss. I thought, maybe I'm quicker than this thing. But boy, was I wrong. The third shot from that turret hit its mark. Just like that, I was down again. Even with the chance to reclaim my trusty revolver, all I could think about was what was in that bag. It's strange how in Rust, sometimes you get so caught up in the loot, you forget about the bigger picture. With a plan to get my revolver back, I gathered materials and tools to build a wall between me and the auto turret. Running back to the spot, I snatched up some mushrooms for a quick boost. But then, out of nowhere, a bear charged at me. I dashed away, managed to build a foundation to jump onto, and watched the bear wander off. It was crazy. First the guy with the crossbow, then the turret, and now a bear, all trying to stop me before I could reclaim my revolver. What next? Healing up, I wanted to be ready to take a hit from the turret, just in case I needed that extra chance when building the wall. I got back near where I died and made a quick dash, thinking I could build fast enough to beat the turret. But I was wrong. The turret was faster, and just like that, I was down again. It's like Rust was throwing everything at me, making me work hard for that revolver. But I wasn't giving up. Not yet. With a new strategy in mind, I set out to upgrade the foundation to stone for better protection against the turret. Starting with just a rock in hand, I began harvesting wood for a hammer, then moved on to gathering stone for the upgrade. This time, I didn't let myself get distracted by loot boxes or barrels along the way. My heart was set on one goal, getting that revolver back. Sprinting back to the site, I felt more prepared than ever. I started upgrading the foundation, but just as I was about to finish, the turret got me again. It was a matter of milliseconds. If I had been just a fraction of a second faster, I would have had my revolver back. It was frustratingly close. Determined, I gathered wood again, believing firmly that upgrading the foundation was the right move against the turret. This time around, I decided to focus on the task at hand, although I couldn't resist opening just one loot box along the way. Old habits die hard. I also placed a sleeping bag nearby, preparing for any outcome. I took a slow and careful approach, crouching down to set the foundation and building walls meticulously. Methodically, I looted all my previous death spots, reclaiming each item I had lost. It was a cautious and calculated effort, each step taken with the turret's potential line of fire in mind. Then, amidst the scattered items from my previous attempts, I found it, my revolver. Picking it up, I felt a sense of relief and accomplishment. After all the setbacks, the planning, and the close calls, it was finally back in my hands. In the world of Rust, this was more than just recovering a lost item. It was a testament to persistence and strategy. Holding that revolver again, I knew every effort was worth it. So, I headed home, ready to research my hard-earned revolver. The journey back was unusually quiet. Once inside, I began to unload all the loot I'd managed to gather. Then, I heard it. The unmistakable sound of someone chopping a tree nearby. A thought flashed in my mind. Craft a double barrel and take him out. After all, I'm pretty good with a DB, as you might have seen in my short video. I crafted the DB quickly and went out. But I missed both shots. To my surprise, he turned around and killed me with his axe. I was tilted, really frustrated at this point. But then, an idea struck me. I grabbed my recently reclaimed revolver, opened the doors, and there he was, waiting right outside with my DB. I took him down, reclaimed my DB, finally back inside my base. The chaos outside a stark contrast to the quiet within. As I researched the revolver, reflecting on the day's events, I realized something important. Despite the setbacks, the frustration, and the constant challenges, I never gave up on my goal to get that revolver back. And in the end, that persistence paid off. In the world of Rust, as in life, the path to achieving your goals is rarely easy. It's filled with unexpected twists and turns, challenges that test your resolve. But if there's one thing I want you to take away from my story, it's this: never quit on your goals. Whether it's getting back a prized item in a game or something bigger in life, your persistence and determination will guide you through. Just like how I got my revolver blueprint this wipe, you too can achieve what you set out to do. Remember, in the face of adversity, keep pushing forward. That's the real key to success.